It's Demon of the Week again, and this week we are looking at the 41st Spirit of the Goetia, Focalor.
Welcome to my channel. You are entering the world of magic and mysticism with your host, Lee W. Johnson. Keep the lights on and help improve the channel by becoming a supporter for just $2.99 per month. Hit the join button.
Alright, getting into the correspondences for Focalor. This is one of those you can pronounce quite interestingly. It could be Focalor. So, dates is May 1st to 10th, direction north, tarot 10 of pentacles, planet Venus, metal copper, element water, color green, plant is wild rose, incense sandalwood, and zodiac is 10 to 20 degrees Taurus. And there were no other correspondences for this one. N is N Jedan On Ka Focalor. Again, the Goetia appeareth in the form of a man with Gryphon's wings. Office is to slay men and to drown them in the waters, and to overthrow ships of war, for he hath power over both winds and seas. But he will not hurt any man or thing if he be commanded to the contrary by the Exorcist. So this one very much related to water, seas, war and things like that. So if you are in the Navy, excellent spirit for you. Let's see, Connolly, invoke for execration magics and situations if you wish to resolve quickly and in your favor. If you dream of Focalor or his sigil, it is a warning that someone wishes you ill and may be planning your downfall. If you're not sure what execration magics are, execration is cursing. Alright, so curse magic. Alright, Johannem. Some additional stuff. Oh yes, this has some Rufus Opus quote, so I'll do the Johannem stuff and then I'll do the Rufus Opus. Imparts sorcerous power and divinatory adroitness, and he enhances the witch's ability to see into the future in visions and dreams. Teaches the witch to suspect oncoming events. Can further any alchemical self-transformation done, and teach witch to ignore negative opinions of others and avoid paranoia. That's a very important aspect, actually, because we do, I think quite often we listen to other people and we take on the negative thoughts and things that they say about us, and we shouldn't. So we can ignore those negative opinions of others and avoid the paranoia that it can bring. Makes one smooth in seduction and witty in conversation. To avoid shady characters and manipulate those being the shady characters, into losing interest in the witch. Teaches the witch to talk people down when they are close to taking a negative course of action, such as self-harm or combat. I think that's another important thing is that last one, because sometimes we find ourselves in a situation where we have to try and talk somebody down because they are so hyped up with emotion, with rage, that they're just going to barrel in there and just try and take out whoever they can because they're so angry. And sometimes they need to be talked down, and that's a very difficult task. So learning that skill is actually quite a good one, and it's something we sometimes find ourselves in without any preparation. So very good skill to learn. Let's get back to Rufus Opus. Rufus Opus quote was, Good spirit to be friends with if you're in the military, especially the Navy. Note that his office is to kill men. That doesn't mean he kills who you want him to necessarily. It means he has authority over those destined to die. So it's more of a necromantic aspect than, I would say, the execration magic aspect. Well, according to Rufus Opus anyway. It's more about having authority over those who are going to die, rather than doing the actual killing. Although Rufus Opus says, note that his office is to kill men, so there can be some confusion in there. What he's trying to say is, if you were to ask Focalor to go and kill a particular person, if that person is not destined to die in that situation, he won't do it. But if they are destined to die, he has authority over that and then can take action. But let's have a look at the last thing. The Goetia ritual speaks about the symbolism of the Gryphon, because if you recall, Focalor appeareth in the form of a man with Gryphon's wings, and the symbolism of the Gryphon signifies vigilance and vengeance. Alright, so that is Focalor, and I'll see you next week for another one. Cheers for now. Bye bye.